Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me pregame, focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Marshall's offense on the field for the first possession of the game. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, with big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
Second down to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Walls. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The ride. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Gives it. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So Appalachian State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. You've got...
Makes the grab in their space. Taken down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And And the Mountaineers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Compton. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Lacy. He tries to take the top off. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Guys, let's chat about App State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The offense set for a first down play. Changing the routes with his receivers. Between the hashes, it's Need.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pass rush coming out to the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turns it upfield. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's Compton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. There's some room. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They put the brakes on it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Look out! And they got it.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. The give. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. On the move. He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
To the air. It's Lacey. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. It's golden. Run ends there. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Got a 1st down. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Touchdown, Mountaineer! Gets it into the end zone. Effective offense, leading the way here, establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and click it early, get everything going, let it get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football, and you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot.
Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that 1st down mark. stiff arm, and now he's got room. There's a crease. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Marshall!
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Another one is knocked free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Drops back. It's Lacey. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Splits the uprights. Good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 15 team, the BYU Cougars.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. First play of this drive. Had to throw it before he wanted.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Under pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. At 20. He's at the touchdown, Mountaineer. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Appalachians stayed faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. Rush is on. He's going to take off. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Ortiz. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Touchback? We don't want no stinking touchback. Here he comes out of his end zone. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Compton. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Got to make the play on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Sees a crease. Breaks the tackle. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking for running room. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. Inside the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Hurd! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. But what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Appalachian State comes out on the field to get the drive started. Straight ahead, it's Compton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Stop cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
quarterbacks seem to be on the same page right now.
Working the ground game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Selling the fake. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Compton. Just smothered on the play.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Right side, infinite second down coming up. Left side is Skinner. Across the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out wide right, it's Skinner. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Moving out to the right. Rolling on the run. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect play.
Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. Quick spin on the ride. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Drops back on first down. Working that left side now. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Looking for a big play. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.